Hello and welcome back to another episode of Brains at Work, designing work for every brain. I'm Carla, I'm your host. I work with people and organizations to change the way we work, one neuron at a time. And today we are going to discuss about the way you react when someone delivers to you a personal information. What do you do with that? I mean, how many times in your role as a manager, but even simply as a friend, you have got someone coming to you and sitting down and opening up and delivering to you an information that was very personal to them, whether it's a personal illness, is a condition they have, is a moment of their life they are going through. So now how do you react?
This is a very tough question to be answered, to be honest.
And now we're talking about business here, right? So you have certainly in mind the protocol of your company, what is available, care leave, whatever is, time off that people can take, etc. So you are probably already screening in your mind the contract or what is in the operating model. What should I say? What HR says? What is in the chart? If you are in HR, you certainly are screening in your mind all the documents that could give you a direction to follow and an organization of the sentence you have to deliver next. And in all of this, I understand where you're coming from and I understand why this happens. However, I would like to bring you back to the center of the communication that is happening in that room, to the present, where there is you sitting there and there is a person in front of you and there it's only the two of them. There are no protocols, there are no PowerPoint, there are no long PDF, there are no guidelines, rules. There it's only you and them.
Start from there. Start from exactly there. And use your best skill, your best life skill that every human being should be equipped with, which is self-awareness. And second, empathy. So the ability to understand, to put yourself in the shoes of the person you have in front of you.
It's very common to start from the protocol. Okay, well, I hear you now. What we can do is this and this and this. First, you are not hearing anything. You haven't been hearing anything. You are reacting instead of absorbing. The first thing I would recommend you to do is to absorb the information as it is, pause before trying to find a solution, and then the most relevant action you can do is respond with a very simple question. How does this make you feel? Voila! Easy! Simple words in a straight line that in one go do a few very important things. First of all, is giving space to this other person to exist. Voila! Sounds amazing. It's super right. Like it gives this other person the space, emotional space, physical space, and time that you are giving them to explain more, to explain you the full extent, to make you aware of what is going on in them. And that's precious because far too often when we jump to the solution or when we jump to the conclusion or when we banalize that relationship, when we banalize that reality by saying, I don't believe you, I cannot believe it's true, la la la. You are devalidating in one go the experience of the other person. Right there. You are saying in one sentence, no, what you are saying is not true because I don't think you are like that. Therefore, my reality is right. Your reality is wrong. That's what you're doing. Does it even remotely sounds right? I doubt. So, my humble suggestion for having been in that position and having had to communicate stuff about myself to my manager, it's really important that you keep empathy in mind as a first response, giving space to that other person to first exist and second validate what they are experiencing without any judgment. And you may say, well, but let's assume this person comes to me and says they have received a diagnosis for something and they need space to analyze what's going on. And I say, oh, I don't think you are. I'm surprised. Sounds as a compliment.
It doesn't. It doesn't sound as a compliment because you are saying that you believe this person was not, but in reality she is. It's a qualitative assumption. You are saying, I thought you could not be such a bad quality person, but in fact they are. So you understand the problem in your way of reacting. So yeah.
Essentially, to go back to the point number one, give them space back. You will see what happens. And you will see also for yourself what happens when you manage to take down your mask of hyper prepared and professional, employee who knows everything about the code of the company, and you simply become a human person who understands what's going on in the life of someone else. This changes everything. Then, of course, protocols exist, rules have to be respected, there is a code for the company, whatever. You will deal with this in a second stage and do whatever it's in your power to meet the other person in the middle. But start from the middle. Don't start from up here and you are down there trying to make me understand what's going on in your life, because this power imbalance is toxic. Is really what pushes people out of companies. Research shows that people who left companies always is because of this, because of problems with leadership, not being heard, not being understood. That's why people leave. It's not because there is a protocol to be followed, because they understand the protocols too. It's the lack of empathy as an entry point that pushes people away from businesses. I am curious to hear from you in the comments about what is your experience with this type of delivering of personal problems to your management or to HR, because they are not exempt from the conversation. So let me know what's going on for you, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.